Hey, welcome. I put together this video to give you a peek at a Christmas project I just did. Refinishing a cornhole set as a family gift. So let's see, it all started at Value Village, which is a place I swing by pretty often since it's very near my house. One day in November, I spotted a solid cornhole set there. Sturdy boards, beanbags included, the whole deal. The only problem was the design. It had this odd claw mark pattern on it. Not very attractive. So I figured, no problem, I'll repaint it. I sketched out a design with a faux wood background, a big fir tree graphic, and a sticker of Oregon with Mount Hood I found online. Since the kids live down in Oregon and we've got a cabin up by Mount Hood, it felt like a perfect theme. When I got the boards home and got started to work, I discovered they actually weren't painted at all. They were wrapped in vinyl. So I was able to peel that off, and the plywood underneath was actually pretty nice. So I sanded, stained, and I got the background ready. Then came the painting. So I was using spray cans, and masking everything off becomes most of the battle. I tried this online tip I found where you stick masking tape to wax paper, you cut out your pattern, and then you peel it off. Makes a nice template. But let me tell you, that did not work at all. So I went old school and I cut little strips of tape to build the grass at the bottom of the tree. Kind of like this. To lay out the tree itself, I used a yardstick and marked everything along a center line, with the measurements laid out carefully so the branches would be symmetrical and it would scale up just perfectly. From there, it was tape and carefully marking off and covering up all the areas of the boards that I did not want painted. And that took some real care. You can see here how much effort went into doing that. So finally, we were ready for painting. And painting, you have to admit, it's the fun part. First, I sealed the tape edges with a diluted clear coat so that the colors wouldn't bleed. And then I started with black spray paint. Partly because I had plenty of it, and partly because I wanted to make sure I had a dark base to make the green color nice and rich. After the black, I layered on the green, and I let the bottom edges of the board stay black. I kind of layered the green up top only. And I made that gradient up on the fly, and it turned out pretty cool. And then, the big reveal. Once everything cured, I pulled the tape off, and I was thrilled to see clean lines and a crisp design. I finished the boards with an exterior grade spar varnish, so they'll hold up to some weather. It is an outdoor game after all. The Oregon Mount Hood stickers arrived after a few hiccups. Thank goodness I started early. And once those were on, the set was ready for delivery. I played Santa, dropped them off for Christmas, and we even got a break in the weather. Christmas Day to test them out in the backyard. Here's my grandson taking a few tosses. And yes, the adults got in on the action too. We had a ball, and I think everyone's looking forward to better weather so we can play again. I'm pretty pleased with how this little art project turned out, and I'm happy to share it with you and hope you enjoyed this. Happy New Year to all!